So last class we had discussed with the few essentials of offer. Offer must be definite, unambiguous and certain. An offer must not contain the term, the non-compliance of which would amount to acceptance. Offer must be intentional to do an act. Offer should not be a cross offer. 10th one. Offer. Today we'll be discussing about the 10th essential of an offer. Offer is not a mere statement. A mere statement without any intention is not an offer. Now you see so many advertisements or ads put up on the newspaper, pamphlets, etc. All those are invitation to offer, right? Those are not offer altogether. Example, tenders and quotations, right? We find a lot of tenders and quotations. So and so company is calling for so and so project to be completed at this particular price or this particular cost, etc. We can find so many companies or even government institutions putting off offers or tenders and quotations being advertised, but all these do not term to be an offer because it is just a mere statement. For example, if a person is just willing to sell his car to you, right? It's just a willingness. He just told it in a casual manner. He never intended to sell his car, or he never intended, I would like to sell my car at this price within this time period. I would like to sell. No, he never informed or intended the details of the contract or the offer. It was just a mere statement. He just said it casually. So that will not be termed as a offer. So offer is not a mere statement. Your 11th point, offer may be conditional. A conditional offer is an agreement between two parties that an offer will be made if a specific condition is met. So now, because the entire festive mood is on, you can find Flipkart, Myntra, and so many other big retail shops or companies portraying you the offers, buy two get one free, and so on and so forth. Now, if you can observe the statement buy two get one free, it is an offer plus a condition. If you can read that, it is buy two get one free. That means if you're buying only one commodity or product, is this offer available to you? No, right? The condition here is you need to buy any of the two products in the shop. Then only this offer is available to you. You got my point? So, buy two get one free. This offer is available to you only when you fulfill the condition of buying any two particular products. Understood? So, offer may be conditional. So, unless and until you complete the condition or fulfill the condition, you cannot enjoy the offer. On the other side, let's say, for example, employment opportunities, right? Now, every time you're sitting for a placement, the company, in order to recruit a candidate, will have to go through a lot of criteria, that whether the candidate falls under that criteria or fulfills that particular criteria. Yes, there is an offer of employment, but you also need to fulfill the criteria conditions as a candidate. Understood? So unless and until that candidate meets a specific criteria or specific conditions, the offer of employment will be given to him or her. The last essential of offer, a valid offer, is offer through printed contracts. An offer through print for a special purpose formulate a valid offer or a contract, as they cannot reach individually, they reach to print format. Now this is very simple, guys. When I say printed format, now if these offers are respect to LIC, right, banks or government institutions, etc., every time an LIC is introducing a new policy, right, a Jeevan Sati policy, or any kind of insurance policies, or banks have come up with a new type of account, etc., they cannot go to the population of India that we have individually to everybody and explain to them the policies, the offers, and the conditions of the bank account, etc. Instead, they choose this form called as printed format. So they just print pamphlets or they just print, put up an ad in the newspaper, etc. So whoever is going to read the newspaper, whoever the pamphlet reaches to, they are welcome to accept that offer. Got my point? So whoever is reading, if you have got that in your newspaper, the LIC policy, new advertisement or a pamphlet in your newspaper, when you read it and you are agreeing to the terms and you go to that LIC company and you would like to take up that policy, then basically you are accepting the offer and then you are entering into the contract with the LIC company. Understood? So this is called as offer through printed contracts, because they can't reach everybody individually, every customer individually. They reach through pamphlets, advertisements, media, etc. So these are the 12 different essentials of offer. Next, we'll be moving to types of offer. Here we have various types: express, implied, specific, general, positive, negative, definite, standing, counter, and cross offer. So there are total 10 types of offer. There is 12 essentials to a valid offer and there is 10 types of offer. Let's look at the first one. What is a positive offer? When an offer is to do something, then the offer is said to be a positive offer. Example, X offers to sell his van for a certain price. Here, X has intended to do something is a positive offer. Right? We have already discussed what is positive and negative previous classes as well. Now here we are just studying under this heading types of offer. So positive offer is when a person or a party entering into the contract wants to perform certain act or intends to do something, right? Some action or some kind of words, etc. He is willing to do or perform certain activity or perform certain action, which is called as positive offer. Second, negative offer. When an offer with the intention to not to do something or abstain from doing something is called as a negative offer. Example, A offers to pay Mr. B a sum of money if he abstains from building a compound around his home. Now let's say Mr. A has a shop or a company or a godown set up next to the house of B, right? And he would like to require more of a land space. So what he says is, instead of you building a compound, if you would not build a compound around your home, I would like to use that space, or I would like to use that particular land or a property. Now here, is Mr. A performing certain activity? Is Mr. B doing some kind of action or activity? Absolutely not. Instead, he is abstaining from doing something. He is stopped from performing certain activity or certain action, which is called as negative offer. So, is the payment received by B? Yes. If he abstains from doing certain action, Mr. A is willing to pay a sum of money to Mr. B. Third one is express offer. When an offer is communicated by words, that is either spoken or written, then it is termed as express offer. We have looked at various examples of express as well as implied offer, right? Express is where you are expressing your intention or your interest in order to enter into a contract with the other party. So how are you expressing it? Either by communicated by words, either by orally, or you are writing an agreement or writing a contract and then signifying to the other party that you would like to enter into the contract with the other party. The fourth one, what is implied offer? An offer communicated by conduct or an act is an implied offer. Now here implied is there is nothing orally communicated beforehand, but yes, action is being performed. Okay, there's nothing being communicated prior, but just action is being performed. Now, for example, if I'm going to a counseling center, right, and taking counsel for a certain matter, it can be for education or psychology or for any other matters. The moment I step in and consult the person and take the advice or counseling, it is understood that I have to pay to him, or it is understood to the counselor that he is going to receive the payment for the service he has rendered to me, or for whatever actions he has performed in order to fulfill my the need for what I have walked in. He knows that he is going to receive some kind of commission or some kind of fees from me. But when I walked in, did I tell or did he ask me this is the amount of money for which only I will provide the counsel? No. No such oral agreement was there. It was just implied. Implied means understood. By actions it is understood, or by conduct it is understood by both the parties. So I take the service and he gives me the service in terms of counseling, and I pay him for the service in the form of commission or fees. Hope you have understood. So today I just have these 4 points. Okay. So we have discussed with offer through printed contracts and types of offer. 4 points: positive, negative, express, and implied offer.